Didn't you know that you were loved? Didn't you know that you were chosen? Didn't you know that you were beautiful? Didn't you know that you were enough? Be Real thinks you're kind of dope too. Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk today with another moment in the meantime.
Hey, it is your girl Be Real, and I thank you so much for joining me for another moment. In the meantime, I pray that your day has gotten off to an amazing start. And if it hasn't, it's all right, because you still got some more time left in the day for everything to be exactly what you're hoping it's going to be. So, listen, I want to go ahead and just get straight to the nitty and the gritty on this episode, because I think it's so important. I think it's something that we have been horribly overlooking in this season of our lives. And so our theme for this week, and this is just across the board with our podcast, with my blog, with just pretty much everything that goes on ITMT related, we need to have a talk about appreciation. Sis, bro, are you showing appreciation? I think we need to talk about it. We really need to talk about appreciation. You know, when you do content and stuff like that, it's kind of like, let's save appreciation until November, right? Thanksgiving. But no, I think it's so important that we go ahead and have this talk about appreciation, receiving appreciation, showing appreciation. Like, let's talk about it. One thing that my dad always tells us that his mother used to always say is that, wait, I don't know the exact quote. I got it in there. But anyway, the point of what my grandma used to always be like, it's like, it don't take nothing to say thank you. Somebody do something nice for you, say thank you. You may can't repay them or anything like that, but a thank you goes such a long way. So let's get into it. Let's talk about appreciation. First and foremost, are you appreciating God? Like, for real? Are you appreciating him? We are in this season, right? We're in this season of our lives. We're in a pandemic, and it just seems that if anything can go crazy in this world we living in, that this is the year that it is going down, okay? And so it has just been like this weight seem like on everybody, where it's just like, I'm just trying to survive and make it to another day. Okay. I'm just trying to be in the number, I'm just trying to, like, I want my family to be okay. Like, it's just a lot. And I'm gonna just be honest, y'all. I've been trying to, like, kind of loosen my reins a little bit, with the whole corona situation, and I didn't realize, like, how serious I have been about it. But I still ain't been really going nowhere. But we were at Walmart, and so we're leaving Walmart, my sister and we're headed to the car. So I'm thinking, like, we safe because we right by the car, and I take my mask off, and next thing I know, there's a person that was most certainly about to violate the whole 6 feet, and I about lost it, because I was like, sis, if you could just step on to the left, like, give me 2 more steps to the left, and we'll be in our proper distance, okay? I didn't realize I cared like that, but I care, because I was just like, if I'm gonna catch corona, y'all, if I'm gonna catch it, I wanna catch it because I was out having a good time. Like, if I'm gonna catch it, I wanna catch it because I was with somebody that I care about, somebody that I love. I risked it all to go do some extraordinary. I don't want to catch it from some stranger at Walmart. Like, I just and not that I first of all, I'm not gonna catch it. Well, okay, I'm gonna get low-key out of there. I'm just saying that I've been praying, as we all have. Nobody don't want to catch it. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, let's not negate the fact that God is a healer. So I'm just about to slide all the way out of this story. But all I'm saying is, just in my mind, sis, if I got to catch COVID-19, please, I don't want to catch it from you, because I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get it because I hugged somebody that I love. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Anyway, I said all that to say that, the world we're living, like, it's just kind of weird right now. And we've been going through a lot and processing a lot. It's just been a lot this year. And so while thinking about all of this and while, just trying to make it and trying to, find some normalcy and this and that, we've been praying a lot. I've been praying a lot anyways, but I would imagine that people who usually don't pray, they beating the Lord's door down right now with some requests. And so with that in mind, God, he loves to hear from his children, right? And whatever we ask him that's in accordance to his will, then, he's going to do it. Amen. But I just wondered, I just wondered, have we told the man thank you lately? Have we shown him appreciation lately? Have we, have you counted your blessings one by one? See, that's a song from back when, I don't know, it's a song from back home, Jericho. Count your blessings one by one. I can't sing it right now because, that would just do a lot, but name the blessings, count them out. My auntie used to sing that song, and she'll say something, got my eyes, and then she say, and that's another blessing, got salvation, and that's another blessing. And so I'm just wondering, have we taken time to count our blessings? Have we taken time to say, God, everything isn't what I want it to be? You know what I'm saying? But I thank you that I'm here. I thank you that I'm well. I thank you that I'm in my right mind to even know that I have a complaint, So I just wanted to know, have y'all been telling God thank you? Write a list. What is it? What are you thankful for? What has he done for you lately? Here's the thing. God ain't stopped working. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going through so much. There's a lot happening around us, but God is still God, and he is still good, okay? And he is still moving, and he is still shifting, and he is still making ways. And if you're listening to this and you're like, listen, girl, you do not know my life, I don't got nothing to be thankful for. Well, how about the fact that you can hear my voice? You listening to this, right? That means your ears are working fine. You should be grateful. Let's say, God, I appreciate you for that. Even as I record this podcast, we always want to make a list of the extravagant things, like the big things that he's done. But I'm talking. Somebody literally can't talk. Somebody who sings for a living, they messed around and did something with their vocal cords. Now they can't even sing no more. But I'm just sitting here talking. I'm doing a thing that I love to do. And so for that, I am grateful. For that, I give all of my appreciation to God. It don't mean that our needs are going to stop. It doesn't mean that we still don't need him to come through for what we need him to come through for, right? But stop and give him appreciation. There's a story, it's in Luke, where there were 10 leprous men, and they go to Jesus, and it's like, hey, Jesus, we need a healing. And Jesus like, cool, go show yourself to the priest. And as they're headed to the priest, they notice that they've been healed. And only one of those 10 men go back to tell Jesus, thank you. And Jesus looking like most of us would be looking like, didn't 10 of y'all come to my door? Like, didn't 10 of y'all come asking for this? And only one person came to tell me thank you, right? And what I love about that, though, is he didn't just have an attitude with the one dude, like, dang, like, where your friends at? But instead, he gave the one person who came to give him thanks, he gave him a special blessing. He allowed him to be made whole. And so my challenge to you is that we would be the ones who will go back to Jesus and say, hey, thank you. Yep, everything, thank you, because you've done some of the things I've asked you to do. If you go back and think about some of the things you were praying for this time last year, I bet you that he has done a lot of those things. But sometimes it's like, so you can have maybe like a sore or something on, like a just like a random pain or something. Maybe say it's in your arm, and it's not a big enough pain for you to have to go to the hospital, but it's just nagging at you like, oh my God, like this hurts a little bit. And so you're like, oh Jesus, whew, take away this, oh Jesus. Like sometimes we won't even pray. We just be like, oh Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And then we never think about that pain again. Like it goes away and we never think about it again. And we never even say, thank you, God, for taking away that pain. You know why? Because we forget that there was ever a pain. And God, He heals us so well sometimes, and He makes situations so better for us sometimes that we forget that it was ever a situation in the first place. And so even for those things that we have forgotten about, we have to realize that there's always something to appreciate God for, if for no other reason than He kept you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got some complaints, but you here. If for no other reason, he gave you salvation. Like, if for no other reason, when you die because you believe in Him, you ain't gotta go to hell. Like, just find a reason to be grateful. Find a reason to show Him appreciation. And I just believe that if we'll be the one to give God appreciation, then He will do something extra special for us indeed. Okay. Number 2, have you been appreciating yourself? This is something that I'm kind of passionate about, because I want to know, like, a lot of times we get upset, right? We get angry, we're frustrated in our relationships with others, because it's like, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did that, I did this. I've done so much for this person. I've done so much for this group of people. I've done so much for this church. I've done so much for X, Y, and Z. And I can get no appreciation. So I'm just wondering, like, what do you do with that type of frustration, that type of grievance of just like, I want to be appreciated? And we've all been there at some point or another. And the one thing that God just kind of had me to see was like, well, Brittney, you could always appreciate yourself. You could always be good to your doggone self. And when you be good to yourself, you know what I'm saying, then the appreciation that you want from other people for the things that you've done for them, you begin to show yourself that appreciation. That would take away a significant amount of this frustration that you're feeling. What if you would appreciate yourself? What if you would start to do nice things for yourself without waiting for other people to join in? What if you would take yourself out for a scoop of ice cream? What if you would buy yourself a bouquet of flowers? What if you would take 2 to 3 hours out of a week and say, hey, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this movie and ain't nobody going to bother me? What if you would appreciate yourself? You know what I'm saying? You worked hard all week. You took care of your kids all week. You crushed some goals, like you made it like one step closer to owning your business. Appreciate yourself. And even if it ain't nothing big, like your accomplishment for the day could be the fact that you didn't cut somebody out. Like, sis, I'm gonna congratulate you, because I understand when you are an outspoken individual to all of a sudden really try to walk in humility, that can be very tough. So even if you just bridled your tongue on today, that's a reason to celebrate yourself and appreciate the fact that you're growing. We don't appreciate ourselves enough. We want everybody else to give to us. We want everybody else to appreciate us. We want everybody else to see us. We want everybody else to hear us out, but we don't hear ourselves out. We don't appreciate ourselves. We don't like nothing. We want everybody else to affirm us. We want everybody else to, give us a pat on the back. But sometimes it is your responsibility to look in the mirror and appreciate your doggone self. Girl, you look good. Girl, okay. Look at your edges. You're thriving, girl. Come through. Like, give yourself a pep talk at times and appreciate the creature that God has made you. Yeah, you got a little pandemic weight on you. It's cool, not cool. It's cool, not cool. It's however you want to look at it. Like, but give yourself some grace and say, but you know what? It could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I definitely got some pandemic weight going on. You know what I'm saying? And I am doing the best I can, okay? I am a stress eater, okay? And 2020 has brought about all of the stress, okay? But what I have decided to do, what I have decided to do is just kind of, like instead of stress eating, I be like, okay, all right, because see, I know I'm about to eat this whole wing meal right here just because my nerves is on edge. So what can I do in place of that? What can I do in place of that? Yeah, I can pray. Yeah, but I still want to eat something. So what can I eat? Eat a peach. Get you a smoothie. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that you always gonna be perfect or that everything is just gonna be like A1 all the time, but give yourself some grace and appreciate yourself because you're doing better. Every time I drink a smoothie, I'm like, go ahead, girl. Every time I drink water instead of a Sprite, I'm like, go ahead, girl. I appreciate you, Brittney, for caring about your body. You know what I'm saying? So take the time to appreciate yourself. Okay? Now if other people do it, great. But what's appreciation from someone else if you don't appreciate you? Okay? All right. Number 3. And we're gonna get out of here. Okay. But number 3, your significant other, your boo, your bae, the love of your life, or it could be your mama, whoever, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody in our lives who hold us down, right? It don't mean ride or die, like we gotta go to jail for each other, you know what I'm saying? But just somebody who hold you down, somebody who listens to you when you need to vent, somebody who will hold your hand, somebody who'll give you encouragement, whoever that is. Like I said, if it's a, significant other like your bae, your boo, or whatever, then of course, the role that they play is the role that they play. But whatever the case may be for you, I want to say this, and I want you guys to hear me well, that you have to appreciate the people that God has placed in your life, okay? Listen, you got to appreciate who's in your life. If you got a boyfriend, and I'm gonna just keep it hot. If you got a boyfriend, he might not be perfect, right? He might not be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But he worth it. You know the ones that ain't perfect, but they worth it, right? If he is striving to be a good person to you, to himself, to God. Like if he's a good person overall, and first of all, ain't nobody perfect. So let's go ahead and just destroy that notion right there. Cause the moment you get to thinking that your dude finna be perfect, you finna get all types of miracle signs and wonders to show you that you the one that ain't perfect, right? Been down that road and it's embarrassing. So if you have somebody in your life, and like I said, it could be a bae, boo, it could be your mama, your auntie, your sister, your cousin, your father, whomever. But if somebody loves you enough to stick by you, to listen to your mess, to walk through this life with you, holding your hand, supporting you, guiding you, you need to show them appreciation. Because here's the thing, relationships, I firmly believe, are optional. They're optional, y'all. They're optional. Like, now, my mama, my daddy, my sisters, I feel like I gotta make that work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my blood. We gotta work out. That's just the way I feel. This is personal. I just feel like we gotta work out. But somebody that I have chosen to do life with, like family ain't a choice. Like, I'm born into that. I was born I was born with real blood running through my veins. I was born with Whitaker blood running through my veins. So I feel like those are relationships that you don't have a choice about that. But those relationships where they're like, I chose for you to be my friend. Like, this is a choice here. Okay. So when somebody is in a relationship with you, when they have made a choice to be a part of your life, they have made a choice to love you well, they expect appreciation. Okay. And appreciation don't necessarily mean you gotta break the bank on them. It don't necessarily mean that you gotta you don't even have to do the most. Sometimes all you need to do is say thank you. You listened to me vent. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. You bought me a tank of gas. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. I think we have these expectations, especially in the romantic relationships where it's like, oh, you my man, you supposed to give me gas. And perhaps, but the way that's still a choice. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to fill my tank. You didn't have to pump my gas. Thank you. Now somebody yes, he did have to. He did not have to. Okay. So it's just be appreciative, because people are choosing to do life with you. Those people who choose to do life with you, they don't owe you much or nothing. So if they decide at any given moment, hey, nah. What you gonna do? Nothing. So it's just appreciate the people who are there, because at some point, and I know I can say this for sure, the relationship I have now, I remember when I was praying for it, right? And so it still ain't marriage. And so I think that's the thing also as well. We discount it because it's not the ultimate goal yet. So it's just whatever. But I remember praying in the past for what I have today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm praying today for what will be in the future, but it don't make sense to keep praying for future things to happen if I'm not appreciative of today. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense, but I just really think that we need to show more appreciation to the people who have chosen, who've made conscious decision to be in our lives. You need to be appreciative. Just say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you didn't nobody have to send you no money to get you nothing to eat. Nobody have to do that. But because they did, you need to be appreciative, and you need to say thank you. And then even beyond saying thank you, act like you're grateful. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got some people, it's dang, I did this for them, but then they act like the moment I can't do something that I ain't never done nothing. I think that's an ungrateful spirit when people just give to me, but then it's just I can't this time. I don't know, y'all. I'm rambling at this point. I didn't have no notes, but I just really think that we should be appreciative. Be appreciative. Be appreciative. Don't be kind of I'm gonna appreciate you every time you do what I want you to do. That's not a genuine appreciativeness. I think I said that right. I don't know. It's not don't appreciate people just because they do what you want them to do whenever you want them to do it, but appreciate them that they're there and that they care and that they try to be a good human being in your life. Now, if you're dealing with somebody who don't deserve no type of appreciation, then you might need to ask yourself why they even there in the first place. That's a whole nother other episode, and we ain't gonna do that today, okay? But I just want to remind you that appreciation really goes a long way. Really, really, really goes a long way. You going out to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? These people at work, they working hard. Say thank you. You know what I'm saying? They give you your receipt, whatever. Thank you. It's so quick, and you don't know how that will help their day, that you were just polite enough to say thank you. You're polite enough to show appreciation because they bagged up your stuff. And of course it's their job, but still, what did it hurt to say thank you? You go to the clinic, the doctor, whatever the case may be, these people are working in awful conditions right now. Be polite. I appreciate your service. I appreciate this hard work that you're giving right now. Thank you. It don't take a lot. So just appreciate the life that you have. You know what I'm saying? Treat every day like you appreciate the fact that you're alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're going to appreciate God, right? And we're going to appreciate ourselves. And then we're going to appreciate whoever that person is that's in our lives who deserve appreciation. Let's be appreciative. Because what you don't want to do is get too comfortable. I don't know if I said that or not because I told you I ain't got no notes. I'm just talking. But what you don't want to do is get too comfortable. I mean, that's really bad when you comfortable and the person that you with is like, we not okay. We not okay. And you somewhat comfortable thinking y'all 100. No, we not okay. See, that's what happened with Issa and Lawrence. But I'm not even going to keep talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lawrence had no idea that Issa was like, bro, what's happening? And a lot of times that's so many people are going through that. And it's just kind of like, yeah, you got to open up your mouth. Like, we gonna, let's talk. Let's, you know. And of course, I brought up Issa and Lawrence, but they had really deep issues. But I just want to say that today we're talking about being appreciative. And what you don't want to do is get too comfortable and feel like you ain't got to tell the people in your life that you appreciate them. Because that's a good way to end up by your doggone self. How about that? So anyway, in the meantime, just remember that you are loved, you are chosen, you are beautiful, you are enough. And I think you kind of dope too. All right? That's what it is. And I will talk to you guys on next week. All right?
Thank you for tuning into Real Talk today with another moment in the meantime. To stay connected with Be Real and all things ITMT, please visit her website at www.brittneyreal.com and subscribe to her email list. Follow her on Instagram at b.real, R-E-E-L, or like her Facebook page at Brittney L. Real. Until next week, remember that you're loved, chosen, beautiful, and enough.